Well, good morning, everyone. I think I'm live. So yeah. I forgot to schedule my stream ahead of time again. So I've already went ahead this morning and given these guys some food. Just a suggestion. If you ever just want to watch fish and you don't want to hear me talking about nothing, then just hey, mute me. Watch my fish. It's good. It's they're relaxing. Watch these guys, they're great. This little guy in the front, I don't know about him. Yes, this is the Episto tank, y'all. Got some new people in here. I am worried about that guy up front. He's very yeah, I think he might be going into the quarantine tank today. The rest are doing great though. Oh, Mr. Episto's out. It's the most we've seen of him lately. I really should have waited till I went live and did that, but I did feed him some Daphnia this morning. Gave him a little treat. We're going to start feeding them baby brine shrimp that are hatched out of a can. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. Gonna get them some more live foods. I think these guys are actually used to live food because when I feed them the live food, they go after it faster than if I feed them the bug bites or flake. I don't know. But yeah. So tomorrow I am gonna try to set some of these guys up to see if I can get them to scatter some eggs for me. I'm gonna set up a little uh, container with a separator for the bottom because from what I hear, they like to scatter those eggs and then eat them right up. So yeah, I don't want that to happen. I'd like to get some little fishies out of it. So they're so pretty though. So these fish, I have not introduced them yet. I got these guys Saturday at my fish club auction in Atlanta, and these are longfin leopard danios. Okay, look, we're not going to judge this one up front here. She's got a little bit of a crooked back. And if you know me, I have a soft spot for the misfit fish. That one I will not be taking out to try to breed. I'm just going to let her live her little happy life. She can just swim around and, you know, be happy until she's, in her old age. So there we go. But yeah, yesterday, not going to lie, I slept in. Did I even connect? Okay. Yeah, slow start this morning. I am still half asleep, but that's okay. It was a busy weekend. Yesterday was my kiddo's birthday, and yeah, they turned 21 yesterday. So they have officially made it into full adulthood. And then I still have one younger one that's just waiting to turn 21. It's like, come on. It's like any day now. I'm like, you still have like 5 years, so chill. Mr. Episto has colored up nicely, though, since I've started feeding him the Daphnia. He really does enjoy that. I think he's still looking for some. It's like, I think you guys ate it all. You munched it all up. So, yeah, tomorrow morning, after the stream, I'm going to set up the brine shrimp hatchery, as I've been saying I was going to do for like months now. But I'm actually going to do it now. And I'm going to get them some brine shrimp for in the morning. So I'll just dump them in here. And then it will be official that I am an actual sea monkey murderer. But, it is what it is. They're hungry. They got to eat. I feel like we need some background music. I think Restream has that. I need to check that out. I'm just going to play with Restream for now. Boop, doop, doop. What do we got here? I don't know how to. Okay, I think I got this one in here. Oh. There we go. So if you're watching, and you're trying to go to sleep, this will hopefully put you there real quick. Good morning, fish fam. Oh. It is an early one for me today. I did not want to wake up. It's starting to get colder at night, so I'm kind of groggy. But I'm here. I actually made it today. Now let's pop this music off. Just playing around with Restream a little. Yeah, I don't know if I'm actually going to leave these guys in here with the Epistos. I may leave them, in here, see what happens. But yeah, these guys are a lot bigger than I thought they would be. I did not realize until I purchased these that I don't think I've ever seen an adult Danio. And because when you buy them at the store, they're still, babies. So I can see where that would make it hard for people to see a fish and be like, oh, I can buy this, I can keep it, it's so small. But yeah, these Danios get a lot bigger than I assumed they did. I thought Danios stayed small, kind of like a little bit bigger than a Tetra, but ooh, these guys they got like 2 inches on them, 2.5 inches. They're quite a big fish. I do think some of these are older fish too. So I am going to try to start scattering some eggs from them as quick as possible to see what I can get from them. Maybe I can raise them up. If I can't, then, they were living in a tub before I got them for the summer. And, you know, it was neat to experience them, if anything. Because, again, I'd never seen this breed of Danio before. I've seen the CPDs because everyone wants them, so everyone gets them. And I've seen zebra Danios, but I've never seen the leopard ones, and they are quite pretty. They are definitely not guppies, that is for sure. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that little skinny torpedo looking guy right there that's not doing so hot, I'm pretty sure that's a boy. And the other one's a boy. I think the rest might be girls. There might be one more boy. Hey, good morning, Brian. Yeah, so I will have rice fish babies. I will have a singular flagfish baby, and some rice fish babies, all within hopefully the next week. A lot of babies going on. Hopefully the Epistos will get you know, their thing going. Kind of having some issues with this tank. I think I'm gonna trim the flowers off the Anubias because that flower is just not doing anything else. So we're just gonna get that out of there. Need to clean my glass. My glass is looking kind of hazy, y'all. I know y'all can see it because I can see it. And I would say they're still looking for food, but they know where the food is. They do know where that food is. They've been picking at it all morning. So maybe throw them some flakes in a little bit. Oh, wait, what happened to my air pump? My air pump stopped working. Oh no, y'all hang on. I am going to cut my mic. And then it wasn't. Okay, y'all, I will be back momentarily. I'm gonna cut this so I can fix my air pump. Okay, I am back. I am back. I'm resetting the camera up. I had to move everything because all of a sudden my air pump just started acting real weird and wasn't functioning. So my fish had no filtration. That is not good. And I did not notice for how long that was going on. But then I had to move everything to get to it. So, that's a thing that happens. Okie dokie. That is weird. Alright, so I'm having technical difficulties this morning, but not with my equipment, but with my tank. That's interesting. Let's scoot this guy in a little bit more. Now I have messed my camera all up, y'all. And my air pump is making a noise. I do not like that. Good thing I have a backup. Always have a backup air pump. Alright, so we are back. One day I will not have technical difficulties. I would like to know what's going on with that. Oh well, I will stream for about 10 more minutes and then I'll probably shut it down and go figure out what is going on with my equipment here. That is a real loud hum and I do not like it at all. Usually you want bubbly sounds, not, humming everywhere, all the time, all over the place. What's going on? It's like you expect these things on a Monday, not a Tuesday. Come on. But yeah, these are like another egg scattering breed, so hopefully I will get some of them bred pretty soon, pretty quick. I am gonna just toss like a couple more in here and see if they're still hungry. I'm sure they'll eat as much as I feed them, but I don't want to just keep feeding them because that's just not good for them. But see, they are still very lively little fish. They're like, ooh, what's that? They're like, oh, that's not the good stuff. I am doing a water change probably again after this, so. Plus, like I said, I did want to set them up a little box to spawn in for tomorrow morning. So, I will be doing that. This morning, little Mama Episto was hunting down the little Daphnia. It was cute. She's going to be a little good mama fish when she decides to be a mama fish. Mr. Episto's like, they won't eat it. I dang sure will. Man, I really hope y'all can't hear that humming because that humming is annoying me. That is so awful. I have noticed I do not have enough water circulation going on in this tank. And I think that might be some of the reasons I'm getting cloudiness and whatnot. Because as you can see, like the water up top, like nothing's moving up there. And like I should be getting, circulation going. So I'm going to fix that later today too. I don't want to add like a nano hang on back on here, but I will if I have to. I am not above doing it. I will do it. Personally, I think it's this type of sponge filter that I got. It was an Amazon special, not even going to lie about that. And in my rice fish tank, I had one and I had to completely change that one out to a different one. So I will probably be getting new sponge filters too. See, now they're going at it. They're doing their thing. I am so worried about that one fish right there. that guy's kind of wigging me out a little. Like, what's wrong with you, buddy? You're just kind of sitting there. It's kind of scaring me. Tomorrow I will be back. I am going to do my water changes on my other smaller tanks today. Tomorrow I am going to show you guys the killies and the rice fish. I may have to start taking killifish out of that tank because there are a lot of them. Like a whole lot of them. Like it's like I don't exactly know what's going on there, but something's going on there. So I need to leave my filter alone and just let it do its thing. Yeah, see, I'm just yeah, gotta do some fixing on this tank, I think. Well, y'all, I think I am going to go ahead and wrap it up this morning because that humming is just kind of getting a little louder, and it's probably just me. But I have on noise canceling headphones, and I can hear it. And if I can hear it and I can feel it in the floor, that's got to be pretty loud. So I'm just going to go ahead, say you guys have a great morning. You know, if you see a fish, put it back in some water, please. And hey, Ninja, good to see ya. I'm having filter issues, and the only way I can get to my filter is to move the camera and the laptop and everything to get to it. And it's like, Tuesday is not supposed to be Monday. It's supposed to be Tuesday. Okay, you can't hear the humming? Good. If you can, okay, cool. Cool. I was worried about that because I was like, man, I know that'll drive some people up the wall. And it's probably because I can feel it that I know it's happening. Because the pump's on the floor. I know it should be up higher. I have a check valve on there. I'm not going to start any siphons. I've learned that. I've learned that lesson. But yeah, I do need to get some more flow going in this tank today. I've got to correct this issue. This issue is not good. Also, that is a sweet gum leaf, not a maple leaf. Supposedly, they're supposed to be aquarium safe. I'm hoping that's the case. They just break down really quick. We'll see how that works. You know, might have to come out there. But, you know, it'll be alright. Yeah, there's just not circulation going on in my tank. But Ninja, so I've got a bunch of projects going. I'm gonna try to get these guys to scatter some eggs tomorrow. I've got like a whole little setup that I'm working on for them today. So yeah, Fishner told me how to set it up. We're gonna set that up. I'm gonna put them in there tonight. See if they scatter some eggs for me tomorrow. We'll know in about a week because you know stuff takes time. You know, little eggs got to develop. But in a week, I should know for sure if I have little Danny-O babies. I will for sure have. Mm-hmm. I for sure have a flow issue. Oh, yeah. So far, right now, this has been my problem tank. I do not know what's going on with it, but that sponge filter is not filtering. Yes, we will have more fishies. My little rice fish babies are starting to get big. I can actually see like both eyes now when they're swimming around. They look like little grains of pepper in the water swimming around because they're so tiny. They're like microscopically tiny. And that's part of the reason why I haven't moved them from where they're at. One, it's going to be kind of hard, and I really need to get a turkey baster to do it. But um, they're still really small. Like they're like teeny tiny. My one mystery fish is still doing its mystery fish thing, so I'm hoping more of those guys will show up soon. It's like if I have one of you, I should have more of you. They are smaller than small. Oh, and there's a little spider this morning. Hi, spider dude. Where'd you come from? Where's your web at? Because I'd like to stop you from here. Can we get you on camera, Mr. Nope, you spiders never want to, you know, cooperate. I have spiders everywhere in my house because it's getting cold outside. As long as the garden ones don't come in, those big giant ones that like look like they're riding in the web. They're like the size of an apple in the web. It's like, oh my god, please go back where you came from. My favorite are the little black and green jumping spiders that come in the house. Because, like, you start talking to them and they'll, like, wave their arms up at you, like, I'm gonna get you. Oh, I meant to message you too, Ninja. Oh my goodness. So, Saturday was my fish club meeting, and it was about fish photography, taking pictures of fish. Yeah, I totally don't have the right equipment. I was like, yeah, kind of figured I didn't. Kind of knew I didn't. Yeah, yeah, apple-sized spiders. I will. You know what? If the one is still outside, I think it's a female. She is so huge. I'll get a picture of her. I've told my sister that I'm gonna burn it down with fire because that thing is giant. The little ones, I can deal with them. They can't hurt me. But that big one, that's gonna hurt. So, okay, the little black and green jumping spiders. Okay, they're maybe half the size of like a dime. They're not big at all. And they're furry, but you can see them because they're black, obviously. And, my walls are white. They're cute. They're cute little spiders. But you start talking to them, and it's like, they throw their arms up at you, like, what are you talking about? You're a human. I can't understand what you're saying. I'm kind of crazy. It's okay. But they're jumping spiders. They don't build webs. They're little hunters. They're like just trying to find something to eat. I live by a wood line, so it happens. My house is warm. The woods are cold. We find them. They get put outside. But any of like the dangerous ones, no. Like, okay, so the other spiders that we do sometimes find around here. Oh yeah, Georgia has quite a diverse spider population. We get black widows, which, oh no, if I see you, I will stomp on you because no, you are deadly. We get the brown recluse, which also no, don't dig in wood piles without gloves. Just a warning, don't do it. Because they will bite you. Because you stick your hand in there, they don't know what you are. It's what they do. Then, oh, There's the one that actually looks like a. There's one. Okay, this actually isn't a spider, and it's not an ant either, but it's called a velvet ant. You really are. But the velvet ant is the one that just infuriates me the most, right? Because you go outside and you're gardening. The first time you see one, you're like, oh my god, it's a fuzzy red ant. Oh, it's so cute. And you're like, oh, cool. But that's not an ant. It's not an ant. It is a wasp. And if it bites you, it is the most painful wasp sting in Georgia that you can get. And it acts like it's an ant, so it's tricky. And we have them all over the place around here. And I'm like, what is. I hadn't even seen them until like 2 years ago. But we also have a lot of pine trees too. And when you have pine trees, you get scorpions. They actually hide on the because they're the same color as the bark, so they like hide on there. And you walk by them, and they just jump on you, and they're like, "Wee, let's go for a ride." I'm sorry. But the common ones that you find in your house though, like the okay the granddaddy long legs, not gonna hurt you. The common house spider, also not gonna hurt you. And the little jumping spiders, not gonna hurt you. You don't want them on you. You don't want to think about them being there, but most of the time you don't see them, except for the little jumping spiders because they're cute. I would rather have snails. We don't get snails. We get slugs. See, Miss Mephisto came out. She's like, "Is there spiders to eat again?" It's like, "You gonna chuck some more of those baby ones in here? Those were yummy." We have I think they're either leopard snails or tiger snails. There's a type of or not snails, slugs. They okay. They sound more terrifying than they are. They just have really long legs and like no body. And they're like their teeth are like so small they can't really bite you. They just look intimidating. If I can find this, yeah, hang on. Let me see if I can find an image of it. Yep, it is the leopard slug that we get. Uh, I mean, if they had a shell, they might be pretty, but yeah. But they're everywhere. They're like everywhere. They get on your steps, they get on your walkway, they get on your house. It's like, for the love of Jeebus. Oh man, I bet that was pretty. We get hornworms. I don't know if you've ever seen one of those, Cat Ninja. You know what? First, let me show you the little leopard slug guy that we get. Okay, incoming, hopefully this is it. Yes. Okay. Incoming, slug pictures if you don't like slugs. That is a leopard slug. Again, would be cute if it had a shell and it was a snail, but it's not. And they're huge. They get like 4 inches long, if not 6. They're giant. I was like, dude, why couldn't you have a shell? Then I would like really like you. So let's get him off the screen. And then let me show you what a hornworm is. Because they turn into a moth. And ooh, I went to see those photos. I, you know, I love moths. Moths are great, but hornworms, one, are terrifying looking, and two, they always eat your freaking, they eat your tomato plants. They like cause mass destruction. By the time you found one, it's eaten half your plant. It's like, what were you doing there, buddy? Like, did you have to eat it all? Could you have eaten the whole tomato and not just half before you moved on to another one? But you see these things, and when you see them, you kind of think, "Oh my God, is this like alien in my garden? Like, did aliens like invade Earth while I was sleeping?" Yeah, those slugs are huge. Um, well, the big pretty ones I like, but there's little bitty ones that like get all in your clothes and in your closet. No, those things can. Okay, brace yourself, Cat Ninja. Like serious. Before I show you this, guys, just be warned, because this thing is terrifying. It's like, what is up with that? Like, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Where do I live? Like, I thought I lived on Earth, but apparently I do not. I live somewhere where that thing eats my tomatoes. That's where I live. It is also called the tobacco worm because it will devastate some tobacco plants. But if it gets on a tomato plant, like literally a baby, and in 3 days, because you can't see them at first, they're so tiny. But then they get up there and they start munching, and they just keep eating and eating and eating. And it's like, what the heck, dude? Let me get this off the screen. That thing is scary. But then you see them in real life, and you're like, why are you here? And can you please go away? Okay, so by the time you see them and they look like that, it's like usually your plant is gone. They have eaten it all, or a majority of it. Like the first year, something was eating my tomatoes, and then I saw it, and I was like, literally, I got Brian. I was like, you have to go kill it and kill it with fire. I don't know what it is, but you have to get it off my plant. I didn't think to take a picture of it and maybe Google it first, you know? So we're like sitting there whapping it, trying to get it. Yeah, it was kind of hilarious. I was like, what is going on with this? Why in the world? But see, this is why I keep fish now, because like I keep running into all these insects, and then there was the guy. Oh my goodness, I don't even know if I have the picture of him on my computer. But then there was the praying mantis on my rug outside, and he's just chilling there. And then he turns his little triangular shaped head, and I'm like, oh no. Yeah, he yeah, You know that book, The Hungry Hungry Caterpillar? Like, he puts that guy to shame. Oh, man. Yeah. This is why I keep fish, because I need something normal that at least I know I'm not going to walk into my aquarium and there's like a three-eyed fish in there. I mean, there might be one day, but hopefully not. And oh yeah, so my little least killifish, like all the females are pregnant now. Like last night, I thought they were gonna start popping the babies out, and I started to turn the camera on and just leave it on all night. And I should have done that because I'm pretty sure like I've got at least 3 to 5 new babies this morning. These guys are chasing each other. They're like, hey, we want to scatter some eggs, so let's do that. So yes, this is my current breeding project for over the winter. I'm gonna try to get my angels to start pairing up. Hopefully that'll happen. If not, they're still young. We've got time. I have my new Corys, so I've got to get those guys grown up, fed so they'll grow. I mean, I am feeding them. The rice fish, which are still breeding, I still have tons of mops with eggs, so this is going to be fun. I have to get them some grow out stuff, like a grow out tank set up for that. So, gonna do that. And yeah, let's get off that. Well, if you ever come to the United States, I promise we'll get you a flamethrower, though. Yeah, my rice fish and my flagfish. I got to get them grow out containers, and these guys too. Pretty sure they could probably hang with the rice fish. Gonna check into that because if they can, I'll just grow them out together. If not, then it looks like I'll have 3 bins for grow out. And hopefully the apistos will start, turning the berry white on and getting it on, and we will have baby apistos. And eventually I will need a tank for them, but I have one ready to go. But it will be a while before I'll need them. And then, yeah, hopefully my guppies will grow up and my cories will spawn eventually, and I'm about to have another million plecos because Mr. Whiskers is probably still sitting on that batch of wrigglers, and if he's not, they're going to be coming out any day now. So he's kind of aggressive about his cave right now. I tried to move it. He whacked me with his tail. I was like, okay, I'm not a snail buddy. You can't smack me around like that. Um, but yeah, I am gonna go ahead and shut it down now because we're pushing that hour mark, and I gotta get this air filter fixed and my new filter on this tank so we can get some better airflow in here. My tank's getting kind of cloudy, and I don't like it one bit. So I hope everyone has a great day. Hit that like and subscribe button for me, And yeah, if you go to a pet store, buy an aquarium, but wait on the fish. All right, I'll see y'all later. Bye.